Clearly, all of you know that MSANJ exists, or you wouldn't be here. So kudos to you all for finding us, and I'm very happy that you did. The reason why, as you may know, MSANJ was founded, it was founded by my sister, brother, and I as a result of losing our mother to MSA on Mother's Day in 2009. As I've mentioned earlier, if mom were alive, she would be the biggest cheerleader for all those MSA warriors out there, patients and caregivers alike. We knew when we lost her, we had to do something to honor this woman's legacy. She was the sort of person that everybody gravitated to. Growing up, we had friends that would show up at our house, not to see my sister, not to see my brother, not to see me. We would come home from school and find our friends in the kitchen with our mother, having milk and cookies and conversation. Mom naturally drew people to her. She was compassionate, she was empathetic, she was the sort of person that you could open up to, never judged, always had a positive outlook, and always had some way to try to be helpful to you. Again, we knew we had to honor her legacy. As we've mentioned multiple times, going through this disease, there is that feeling of isolation because it's so rare. And we went through this with our mother. 2004, she was diagnosed. We had no idea what we were dealing with, no idea what we were doing. Did we want to know? Do we not want to know? To some degree, not knowing made it a little bit easier. You could just wait and see what was going to happen tomorrow. But there were things that we definitely did know. And unfortunately, there weren't a lot of resources at the time. We vowed no one else was going to be in that position that we were in. We were going to put together all the resources we had, and we were going to share them. We were going to try to connect the people who were dealing with this devastating disease. We wanted everyone to know you're not alone. There's other people going through this with you, and we're going to be there to support you. We're your new family, and we want to help. So we had our first activity in 2011. We partnered with another nonprofit group, the Coastal Jersey Parrothead Club, and I have to give a shout out to their then president, Diane Andrusko, for taking us on and allowing us to partner with her for our cause. They are parrotheads. Anybody here Jimmy Buffett fans? Party with a purpose. And we did. We had a great, great fundraising event with them. As a result, we were able to register and become our own nonprofit in 2012. Since the beginning, again, our mission is to be there, ground zero in the trenches with the patients and the caregivers. We started our support groups. Soon after, we became an official 501c3, and we do offer support beyond New Jersey now. We are in New York, we are in Pennsylvania. We have people from New England, we have people from the South, Florida, North Carolina that we support. So we are very open to expanding. So our mission, it says it all in our title. We are all about movement for support and awareness. Our focus, once again, is on patients and caregivers. Support, having those monthly support groups at Overlook Hospital, which I know some of you attend monthly. You all know my sister. She is our support volunteer coordinator. Awareness, that's the key here, is we have got to raise awareness. It's such a rare disease. There's nothing known about it. We don't have a spotlight. We don't have a face to this disease. So we have to stick together and collectively have our voices be heard so that we can raise our hands and say, hey, us over here, you need to help us. So we're trying to get the word out there that this is a horrible disease, it exists, and we need some attention. We also support research. As you know, the coalition is very heavily involved in research. We contribute to them in their endeavors for research. So, as I mentioned, we have our support groups monthly at Overlook. We had one at Cooper Medical for a while. We had to temporarily discontinue it. There was a lower turnout. However, we're very open to reestablishing that if there's anybody in that area that would like to be a part of that. NYC Langone, there was another support group there. Unfortunately, the person that had run that group has recently passed away from MSA. There is still an email list that's maintained by MSA New Jersey, and again, we can reestablish a connection in New York City if we need to. In fact, we're really open to expanding our support group footprint anywhere that we feel or that you feel we need to be. Again, we are here to support our community, which is you. So if you need something, tell us. We will try to accommodate. So if you feel a support group is needed somewhere, please connect with me before you guys leave. Please shoot me an email. Please get in touch. We're very open, again, to expansion. I also have an email distribution list. If you're not already on our email distributions, please see me. I will put the list out there and you guys can sign up so that you will receive any of our correspondence. We also have our public Facebook page, which I hope you all like. And if you don't, please go on our Facebook page and like us. And we have a closed private support group for MSANJ as well. So again, if you're interested, please let me know and we will be sure to add you to that. Our annual conference, this is another thing we offer to our patients and caregivers. This is our third one. I can't believe it's been 3 years we've been doing this already. And I have to give a big shout out to Lundbeck, who again is a platinum level sponsor. This is their third year supporting us. So they've been with us since the beginning. And I have to give another big shout out to our gold level support, Theravance. This is their first year and I'm looking really forward to a long relationship with them and working with them in the future. We do have our website, msanj.org. There's plenty of resources out there. And if you know of a resource that you would like to see added, please let us know. If you have a doctor suggestion, that's wonderful. A support team, if you have any sort of resources that you feel we need to have available on our website, please tell us and we'll put it out there. Some of the awareness activities we have participated in. The coalition and MSANJ partner to get these proclamations done. We have an entire section that we created on our website years ago, it's been out there, that is all about the proclamations. It shows you the steps, how to complete the proclamation request. It gives you samples that were created by MSANJ of the letter to the governor. Again, another sample created by MSANJ is the official wording for the proclamation. We have a database that we collect your information so we know who is doing what. So please, each year, come out to MSANJ's website. We partner with the coalition to get this national recognition. Most states, we have to do an annual. We do have about 4 states in the nation that have a permanent bill. This year, I want to say we're about halfway through getting proclamations in all 50 states. So we're doing a great job. If you have family members in another state, please get them on it. Send them out to MSANJ to get a proclamation for 2019. Other awareness activities, as Cindy pointed out, there was the Global Advocacy meeting, which is a first ever coming together of US and other international groups. We had the UK represented, Belgium represented. What came out of that meeting is there's going to be a consortium. All these groups are going to work together. There are 2 teams. There's a research team. One of MSANJ's board members, Dr. Stephen Borselman, who is not here today, he will be on that research consortium along with other members of MSA advocacy groups, including the coalition. Myself, I will be representing the consortium group that is going to focus on awareness and education and support. So I'm really looking forward to working globally with other MSA organizations to try to increase research opportunities and increase awareness and support efforts. Another awesome thing we got to do, thanks to the coalition, is we got to partake in the New York Stock Exchange closing bell. What a great day. And a big shout out to Don Kraus. Thank you for including MSANJ. We had some of our patients right here, Sari, our stars right here in the middle of the room, who were with us. Freddie Callis was in attendance. Unfortunately, he's not here today. And Tom and Suzanne Zimmerman were there, and unfortunately, they couldn't make it out today. And we have Margaret Novins, who was there, who's a caregiver for an MSA patient. So that was a really terrific day, really one of a kind. So again, thank you to the coalition for including us. Some other things we have done picnics, we've done dinners, we've tried to have some levity. So much of what you deal with on a day-to-day basis is heavy and daunting and not at all pleasant. And the support groups, while it's a great outlet, not necessarily lighthearted and fun. Today, while incredibly informative and helpful, not, laugh a minute here. So we try to instill some fun because we all need fun. So we try to have some activities as we can. In fact, one of the things I'm working on is I'm going to put a survey out there because, again, your opinions, your voices matter to us. We are here to serve you. I'm going to put out a survey for you guys. Tell us what you want to do this year. 2018, it's your year. Speak up. Like I said, we've done picnics in the past, but if there's something else you think might be a better alternative for the group, we are very open to suggestions. So talking about research, again, we channel our funds to the MSA Coalition. We know that they do proper vetting of any research project before they will support it and get behind it. So we know that if we're funding any coalition-backed program, we know it's a good program. So annually, we do make a contribution to the MSA Coalition for their research fund. Fundraising activities. This is where all of you people help us. So again, we do monthly support groups and we do our annual conference. We're able to do this at no cost to patients or caregivers through sponsorships, through donations. So we are an entirely volunteer board. Everything we do, it's our time. We're not making any money from this. Again, every service we provide, we don't charge for. So we rely on donations and sponsorships. So we appreciate all the support you can give us. There's no such thing as too small of a contribution. Every dollar counts because, again, all these funds cover the costs of these sorts of events. So, and we want to continue to support our patients and our community. So again, any help that we get is so appreciated. Please feel free, if there's a fundraiser, share it with your friends, share it with your family, your colleagues. If you want to start a fundraiser for MSA New Jersey, there's a way to do that. There's a link out there on Facebook where you can start a donation page for us. So again, we appreciate any support we can get. T-shirt sales, so if you're so inclined to sport an MSANJ t-shirt, please feel free. If we don't have your size, we can certainly order it for you. Again, we are here because you're here, and we will be here as long as you need us because together, we can conquer MSA.